Hi, my name is Prewitt. I'm a rehabilitation personal trainer and strength coach. If you don't know, what I do essentially is I enjoy helping people who are in pain, who have injuries, or who are just burnt out and stressed and still want to achieve their fitness goals. I like to do this through more of a holistic approach because I see people not just as a person or a number. I see them as their soul and their whole being. And I essentially take physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects, wrap it into this beautiful little thing, and poof, create you a program to achieve your goals. Most people believe pushing harder during workouts or whatever exercise they're doing is going to give them better results. Turns out that is completely twisted. Overtraining can actually reverse your progress, and it causes your body to break down faster more than it can repair itself. Studies show about 70% of people who go to the gym consistently or work out experience symptoms of overtraining at some point of their fitness journey. Yet, most people don't even recognize the signs. Let me explain through 5 points that I've learned through my journey and just coaching and training other people too. First, overtraining isn't just physical. It's actually mental, emotional, and spiritual too. Research from the journey of applied psychology shows that chronic overtraining actually reduces your serotonin levels, or I should say serotonin production, by up to 30%. This directly impacts your mental well-being. What serotonin is that happy feel-good hormone that helps with your well-being, mood, and just overall general happiness in life. When your serotonin drops down, you'll notice that you'll have trouble sleeping. You might be irritable, and you might be showing signs of sadness or depression, which is no bueno. This chemical imbalance in your brain can leave you feeling kind of off, not like your normal self. You might notice that you don't want to be around your friends as often or your family, or just enjoy the things that you typically like to do. Essentially, you're draining your emotional battery more than you can recharge it. But by turning into these subtle, signs or tunes, you can recognize when your body actually needs rest before you completely burn out. But essentially, this awareness is kind of like a warning signal. It helps you maintain that balance or that tipping point between pushing too hard and then needing to just lay off the gas a little bit. Okay. But without this next step, the magic dies. Okay. The second thing, which most people or doctors don't talk about, is the spiritual disconnect that comes with overtraining. A 2019 study in the Journal of Health and Psychology found that athletes experiencing overtraining reported a 40% decrease in what researchers call exercise enjoyment and meaning. This comes up when exercise becomes more like a chore or a job versus something that you truly enjoy. You might notice yourself just kind of going through the motions, counting reps if let's say you're on a leg extension, instead of actually being present and feeling the movement as you go through it. But think about the last time you actually enjoyed whatever movement you were doing. That state of flow where everything seemed to just, I don't know, you're just kind of like cruising. I don't know, man. Like you're in the zone. You're on a boat. You're cruising. You're going down a river. That's kind of like what it feels like. Overtraining literally like zaps all that. It like pulls your sails back and you're in like catastrophe and everything is just not enjoyable. You're fighting against the sail versus you going with the sail of the boat. So your workouts start to feel repetitive, empty, like not purposeful, mechanical. Like I said, you're just checking things off a list. You're like, I got this set done. I got this next set done. Boom, boom. And when you get done with that exercise, you're just like, What I describe that feeling, or what a lot of my clients kind of describe it, is losing that spark or that edge, that guiding sense of purpose that makes fitness meaningful. But without alignment with your purpose, the spark completely fades away. The third one you need to understand is the paradox between your nervous system needs time to rebalance itself. When you rest, your body shifts from fight or flight or sympathetic to parasympathetic, which is rest and digest. This transition, scientists have shown, can reduce cortisol levels by 50%. And if you don't know, cortisol is essentially your stress hormone. So if you jack that guy really, really high up, you're going to feel a lot of tension into your body. But, we'll get to that later. Think of it like a pendulum. If you're on high alert the entire time, your body cannot stay there long term. Something will occur. Trust me on this. The consequences are terrible, Go ahead and talk to my doctor, because for the last 5 years, she's like, homegirl, your hormones are all over the place. And I'm like, I know, thank you. I'm probably your best person ever. During these rest periods, you do want to take, not only does your muscles recover, your brain processes new movement patterns that you're trying to acquire, and your joints repair too. Your immune system actually gets a chance to strengthen rather than being constantly bombarded by stress hormones. So essentially, learn from my mistakes. I failed hardcore, so you don't have to. This recovery is not optional. Without it, your hormonal balance gets disrupted, and inflammation will spread throughout your entire body. It's kind of like a wild fire. Think of California. When those winds kicked up, man, that fire just spread and nobody can stop it. But without honoring this this rhythm your body naturally goes through, the transformation can vanish. Speaking of wisdom, the fourth thing is about wisdom. It really transformed my whole approach to fitness and my clients too. Definitely listen. Taking strategic pauses. They're not signs of weakness. They're actually signs of intelligence. So don't let the whole rise and grind, do it 24/7 every day. What is it, 65, 75 hard? I don't know, where you do like a god amount of workouts and don't eat. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Your body communicates through fatigue, soreness, and mental fog. I don't know why I'm doing this. These are all signals telling you need to slow down, or your body's going to slow down for you. A 2018 study in the International Journey of Sports Medicine found that when athletes listen to these body cues and modify their training according to these body cues, they had 60% less injuries than those who just pushed through and just did whatever their coach told them to do, what their trainer told them to do, or what society tells them to do. These signals that our body gives us are not random. They're sophisticated feedback from what our bodies are telling us that we need. When you ignore these signs, you're literally telling your body its wisdom is not significant and it's not important. I used to ignore these cues, these signs, these wisdoms that my body would give me. And because of such, I have endured horrible things, like my hormones crashed, I've torn things, I've broken things, burnout was real. The list can go on. And until I realized that I'm not in control of my body, in a sense, I'm just a spirit, I'm just a soul in it, and I need to listen to what my body is telling me, then that's when I actually started making progress. It's super crazy, right? Like, hey, I'm not in control. Like, what is it? When I wouldn't work out 24/7 like I used to do, I realized these rest days were actually important, and they would accelerate my progress, not derail me. They actually became essentially like a secret weapon. People be like, why aren't you at the gym, Sierra? I'm like, I'm chilling, man. I'm growing right now. Why aren't you growing? Why aren't you chilling? Personally, the strongest athletes, especially nowadays, and most importantly, the strongest mindset, or people who have really strong mindsets, are the ones who take purposeful rest days. You don't have to call it rest days, just pause it. They're the ones who take strategic and meaningful rest days. I feel like I'm repeating myself. You get the drift. Learning to honor these signals are going to build a better relationship with yourself, with your body, not actually going through the workout. But without this mindful listening, the connection just vanishes. Poof. Fifth, the blueprint that literally changed everything. Purposeful programming. So design matters a lot more than the intensity of the workout. Research published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning found that when athletes followed a program or some sort of design, saw 25% more progress in strength than those who did not follow any program, and maintain the same high intensity, throughout the entire, it could be day, week, month, years, whatever. Your workouts should follow like a natural flow and rhythm. Periods where you're pushing really high, pushing kind of low, and then that fluctuation in between. This variety just doesn't prevent plateaus, but it keeps your mind engaged and your spirit refreshed. Think of your fitness journey like chapters in a book versus like a sprint to the finish line. Some chapters are intense and challenging, pushing your limits and building strength. Other chapters in my opinion, kind of like character development or whenever they talk about the setting, are very slow and they're more focused on technique, flexibility, or simply enjoying the movement. This natural cycle or rhythm kind of follows the patterns to the seasons. There's times where we grow, and there's times where we plant seeds, and there's times where we rest. When you plan your fitness regimen, your routine, kind of like this, you build a sustainable program that not only lasts for weeks, months, years, but hopefully for a lifetime. But without embracing the ebbs and flows, that's when the journey kind of derails or completely stops. When you balance intensity with rest, you avoid overtraining and unlock a whole new other level of fitness. One where your body thrives, your mind stays sharp, and most importantly, your spirit connects or stays connected to the deeper meaning of why you started this journey to begin with. Think of owner training like sprinting until you collapse. And if you want examples of collapsing, just check out my Instagram of me looking really, really jacked and me looking like a puffball. It's super cute. While proper training and design is more so like a dance. Yeah, it's like a dance. You just go with the flow. You do what naturally feels right. Sometimes you want to spin more. Sometimes, I don't know, you're going to drop into the splits. Sometimes you're like, I just want to follow the lead, whatever my partner tells me to do. And if you want help with the recovery portion of your program design, download my pain-free blueprint, hard, I don't know how you say it, hard point on free. It's in the link below. Just feel free to click it. But when you balance intensity with rest, you avoid overtraining and you literally unlock a whole nother level of your fitness. One where your body thrives, your mind stays sharp, and like I said, your spirit is still connected to the deeper meaning of purpose to why you started this journey. If you're tired of pushing through pain, guessing what your body needs in this moment, or if you're just completely stuck in a burnout cycle, you don't have to do it alone. Trust me, you don't want to do it alone. It's expensive. My pain-free blueprint gives you the step-by-step guidance to not only reconnect with yourself, it helps you reduce inflammation in the body, which will help you reduce cortisol, and train in a way that honors you, your nervous system, your hormones, and ultimately your purpose. This isn't just another 7-day, 14-day fitness plan. What this is a shift in how you live, move, and ultimately thrive in life. Definitely click the link below to get my pain-free blueprint. Take the first step towards sustainable strength and a soul deep alignment. Remember, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is listen to your body's small, still voice. Thanks for watching this. Hopefully you got some tidbits of knowledge or just some mind shift perspectives, and you can take something new with you today. If you want to keep up with me and just learn more cool features, not features, I don't have a product, physical product. Anywho, if you want to change your soul, not your life, but your soul, then definitely follow me on Instagram. It's Sierra Fit Dallas. Or you can check me up on Facebook, LinkedIn. It's Sierra Prewitt. Pretty simple. And oh yeah, TikTok. Same thing as my Instagram. So if you want to learn more, I shall be there. Thanks.